Bite my tongue? Never. See, what they don't know is they're tuning in to DBYT podcast, and I'm just discovering the world around me.
Tyesha, I love you.
I feel like God is telling you to keep going.
You quit on yourself, you really down bad.
Tune in Wednesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. What's up, everybody? You're tuning in to DBYT podcast with your host Tyesha, and today we are getting into a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it really is all about you, for real. I want to give a little motivation just to, boost you up, because I've noticed some things and they're not too good. Like, let me tell y'all what happened a couple weeks ago to me. All right, so I'm on Instagram, and if you noticed, I like to do my makeup sometimes, especially when I'm getting on camera or if I'm about to do a photo shoot, as would anyone, right? Y'all, when I tell you it was these grown men in the comments coming for my head, I was like, this is a fake. Like, are you serious right now? Like, it was funny because I have a friend at work, and he was saying, like, he has a decent following, you know what I'm saying, online. And he was like telling me like little tips and tricks on how to like build my page and everything. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, but I'm like, but what? He was like, just know that people will hate on you. And I was like, hate on me? Like, I don't bother nobody. Why would people hate on me? He was like, look, you must have never experienced this type of thing online before. I was like, no, I don't give a reason to. And he was like, you don't have to give them a reason to. They're just naturally like that. I was like, well, I've seen like famous people get trolled, but I'm like, I am literally a local nobody. Like, I just make videos because I like to, and I like to help people, especially in their personal lives. So that's why I do it. I'm like, why would anybody hate that? He's like, you gonna see. So fast forward, I posted this reel, and it was getting a lot of attention. And I think it went like, sometimes I get jealous, but then I remember I look like this, and I had makeup on and everything. And I was just having fun, just like, oh, I look cute. And I'm not even going this is basically what they say. It was like, oh, and I bet it took you like an hour to do that. And it was like, let's see what you look like without the makeup. Oh, you don't love yourself. And I'm like, whoa. Where's all of this animosity coming from, guys? Like, are you serious right now? I don't love myself because I put makeup on. And then come to find out, my friend started commenting on something, and at one point I had to block one of them because he was going a little bit too far. And I just told him, I was like, basically, y'all are twin sisters. Like, one of y'all built like a refrigerator, and the other one, sir, what is your hairline doing? You're ugly. Like, and I wouldn't even, like, the only way I'm about to really get on you is if you come for me. In a sense, for real, because I'm like, that was very unprovoked. Why? Like, if you don't like it, you don't have to say anything, and you really don't even have to like it, because I'm not looking for likes, I'm not looking for comments, I'm not looking for shares. I just do it just because I like to see myself. I literally, when I tell y'all, I watch my story probably 10 times a day just because I think I'm funny and cute. Like, that's literally, it was so much, y'all. I was just like, people really have nothing to do with their life. Like, how y'all grown men, they look like they was in their 40s for real. And I'm just like, hating on me. Okay, cool. Anyways, y'all knew it wouldn't be right if I didn't have a little poem for this motivational speech I got going on. So we gonna get right into that, for real. Okay. I didn't name it. Again, I be doing that. I don't know why I do it. Sometimes I just be writing. I wrote this at work just because I had free time. All right. Y'all ready? Okay, I'm ready too. Let's go. When it comes to DBYT, that's my thing. Been doing this for a while. Now I'm feeling like fame. People feel good when they hear me speak. A lot of my words put these boys in heat. I started putting my feelings down way before social media. Kind of late to the game. But soon they'll be asking others, do you know her name? You go and hear a lot about love, loyalty, and the game, amongst so many other things. I created a space for freedom. You can call it my queendom. Where I make the rules, can't nobody tell me what to do. For my future kids, I do it for. Just know your mom always had a plan. You just gotta open the door. Just in case we ever meet in part someday, you will always have a way. To understand is to love me, and that you will, because I'm leaving stepping stones while in my heels. Yep. Yeah. So, to my future babies and my future followers, I just want to say that we're going to talk about how to keep your focus on your goals. I want to stress this because I know earlier in this season we talked a lot about infidelity and moving on and things of that nature, but I know sometimes everybody doesn't want to get into the relationship like realm. So this is for y'all know I love talking relationship and bonds and everything like that, but this is for y'all. The way I focus on my goals is more so, I definitely have a whiteboard. I write everything down that I want to accomplish for today. I love checking things off. I feel like it's a way, like a gold star or a cookie or something, you know what I mean? Because it's like a great feeling that I get to be like, check, I got it done. I did what I said I was going to do. Another way to focus on your goals is to cut all of the distractions out. So that can include people that you hang around sometimes. Like, even if you have to take a step back or see them or talk to them a little bit less, not saying that you have to cut people off just because, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. Just micro. It's okay to do that. Cut off your phone sometime. Leave it on do not disturb. Leave it on off. Just completely off. No calls, no messages, no distractions from social media. Because let me tell you, TikTok be having me lit. And I be having things to do. I don't have time for TikTok, but I really have time for TikTok. Like, you have to prioritize when you're doing this stuff, because if you don't, you're gonna be in a rabbit hole for the rest of the night, for the rest of the day. Like, it's gonna be crazy. What else do I do to focus on my goals? I tell people about them. And there are two ways to look at that, because some people say like, oh, I'm gonna move in silence and you're gonna just see me when I pop out. That's cool, but that's not how I do it. I try to have accountability partners, so where it's like, if I speak it out into existence and I let people know, I know that it's real. I know that now I have set up a cloud of expectation for me, myself, and I, and as well as others who are looking for that content. So if I say, oh, I'm gonna make an episode about X, Y, and Z, and I'm like explaining the whole process and how I want to do it, how I want to break it down, how I want to film it, how, you know what I'm saying, and I get excited about it. Other people feed off my excitement, and I've seen it, so I know that it's true, but they feed off of that, and it's in their mind. So the next time that they speak to me, it's like, have you done it? When is it coming out? And I'm like, oh, so you're still interested, you know what I mean? So that excites me, and it pushes me to keep going, because if I don't and I just keep it to myself, it will vanish. Yep, it will vanish. But anyways, my next one, remember who you are, who you were when you were going through your hardest times. Yeah. I haven't made it to the point that I want to make it to, but I have faith that I will get there and beyond that point, because you never stop setting goals for yourself. You never stop setting expectations for yourself. Now, as far as that goes, know that you have everything that you need to get to the point that you need to be in life. I know I say, oh my God, I really got to stop doing that. But it's when you see how hard you had to get, like, to work to get somewhere, is when you appreciate it the most. It's like, you couldn't get sleep all the time. You couldn't eat 3 meals or whatever a day, because you were so in tune with your craft and your focus on this task that some of that stuff stop mattering at that point. You stop caring about going out every weekend because you know that on the other side of you working so hard, you're going to get to the place that you want to be at. And that is so exciting. Like, how could you not get excited about your future and what is to come? Like, when I tell y'all, recently, it's August right now, that I'm recording this, and it will come out later. But August, I wanted to change, my diet and exercising and everything, because at one point I was on it and then I fell off, and you could tell the difference in my body, like how I actually felt, how my mentality was going. It was more so like, if I didn't work out, now I'm tired all day. But when I did work out, I got so much energy, and it's crazy. I like to do Pilates now. I like to be flexible. It's just fun. It's really fun because it's like I can do the moves, so it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Moving onward. It's okay to fail. Yes, failure is like one of the best teachers out there, because now it's showing you all the things that you've done wrong and that may not work, or that combination doesn't work. So now you don't have to waste time with it anymore. You can move forward, and you can problem solve to get a new outcome. You can problem solve to, find the answer that you are looking for real. So that's pretty cool. Don't ever be scared to fail. Like, if you scared to fail, you really didn't want to do it in the first place, because with anything and everything, and this is what I've noticed, any hobby or activity that you get into and like you want to get into it for real, it's gonna cost money. It's gonna be a little expensive. It doesn't matter what it is. It really doesn't. Like, whether it's music, art, social media, all of this stuff. Everybody has a camera on their phone. Most likely anybody could do it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you have to say and how you deliver your message to people. And it's going to cost you. So while you're working on your craft, make sure, my candle just burnt completely out and it scared me. But continue to work on yourself, and don't be scared to mess up. If you mess up, guess what? Especially in the beginning stages, nobody's looking. It's okay. You know how many times I messed up? And I'm still going. I don't care. And sometimes I mess up in my poetry. Sometimes I cut it out. Sometimes I leave it in. Sometimes I get a little bit emotional when I'm talking. Do I cut it out? No. I keep the realness because I feel like people can relate to it. And if they can't, then maybe my content isn't for them. And that's okay. What else? Oh my gosh, I just closed out of the whole thing. People will come in and out of your life to distract and help you along the way. Everybody, I think this was a Tyler Perry quote or something, but it was something along the lines like, some people, they come into your life for a reason, and some people come just for a season type thing. I hold this very true because of the fact that I know what it's like. I've had friends like that I thought were going to be in my life forever, and they're not. I'm gonna have to talk. It's coming, and I'm going to talk about it because I feel like it's time. But that's on another episode. But I just want to let you know that everybody is not out to get you, but also everybody's not here to help you out. You have to be very particular and very observant when it comes to who you let into your space, because some people have bad intent and some people want the best for you, and it's really up to you to see who matches what description. But just go with your gut, go with your heart, because it's going to lead you in the right direction. Don't ignore it. If you ignore it, you're going to fall sometimes. You might have to take some steps back because you don't understand where it may be coming from, because maybe they didn't show up that day because they were doing something to help you or to distract you. And you just really got to be eyes open, ears open, heart on the radar. Like, you gotta be in tune with it for real. So when you can't seem to be motivated, just start somewhere and grow from that. Guys, never apologize for not posting. In this day and age, we really created a space where mental breaks are okay. Stepping away, taking time for yourself is okay. taking time to explore new things, to have content to, make, it's okay. It was the push of social media that has people wanting so much, but you have to be the controller of all of that. And with that is a risk, because if you stay out long enough, people will forget. And sometimes it's hard to build back up from that. But if you are confident and you are ready to jump into that, you're good. You're gonna be just fine. I just really think that, like, let's say 20 years ago, they didn't really have a big social media type thing. Cause like, what, YouTube came out in like 2005. I said 2005. And that's when everything really started taking off for real, in my opinion. But artists could go through a whole 3-year relationship and make music about it and make a coherent piece, so a timeless piece, to speak. But now it's like everybody wants you to already know. They want you to keep going and basically burn out, and I don't think that's necessary. Take your time and do what you want. Make your art how you want to. Do things your way. Ooh, receiving no's clears the way for the yeses in life. Yes, they do. Just because somebody does not like your content, or like your music, or like your art, or like your politics, or like your thinking, it doesn't matter, because somebody does. And all these no's that you get is just really making room for the yeses. And that one yes, all you need is one yes. It don't matter how many no's you get. It really doesn't. Like, y'all, one yes could change your life. One. You just need one. Not a lot. It don't matter how many no's you get. But that yes, it's gonna set you up, baby. It's gonna set you up. It's gonna be so great, right? But you have to stay strong. That that yes, that one yes, is for the strong. If you are weak and you cannot take all the quote unquote disappointment, it's not for you. And what I want to say is that, remembering law of attraction, I'm sorry y'all, it's cold, so I don't know what in here, but you have to remember that the way you think is very important. The way that you move is very important, because of the fact that if you move with intention and if you speak with intention, you can't lose. There's no way you can lose. If you are doing everything that you can in your power to get to the place you want to be in your life, you're gonna get there. It doesn't matter what the haters say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they don't like you, if they literally despise you, if they hate you. It doesn't matter. Those people do not matter. They don't count. Their opinions literally decline at the bank of your life. Their funds aren't accepted. Don't let those people bring you down. It's not worth it. But that's all I really had to say. Just remember who you are, where you came from, and keep going. So yeah, that's all I had to say. This is DBYT Podcast. I'm your host, Tyesha, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.